The Sopranos is a household name, a staple of American entertainment, and perhaps the greatest television show ever made. Gracing the small screen in 1999, the crime drama grabbed the attention of millions of viewers, ran for 6 seasons, 86 episodes, for almost a decade, and won 21 Emmys and 5 Golden Globes along the way. The Sopranos is regularly watched and rewatched to this day. In fact, data records highlighted that during the pandemic, The Sopranos received something of a second life, having found a large pool of new audiences who were stuck at home in front of their TVs. Now, as the show is one that is gritty, intense, lifelike, full of criminal activity and even disturbing in many places, and starring some of the most intense looking actors around like Frank Vincent and David Proval, the name Chris Rock is not one that you'd think would be associated with The Sopranos. Rock is a stand-up comedian and actor who rose to prominence with appearances in Saturday Night Live and was even one of HBO's early superstars in the 90s with roles in comedy specials like Big Ass Jokers and Bring the Pain. Recently, he had major roles in dramatic titles like the series Fargo and the Saw reboot Spiral. I haven't seen these myself, and personally, I know Chris Rock as the creator of Everybody Hates Chris, the comic relief detective from Lethal Weapon 4, and as the Zebra from the Madagascar kids film series. Not exactly the kind of actor you'd expect to see in The Sopranos, right? Especially back when he was just known as a stand-up comic. But as it turns out, Rock was offered a role in The Sopranos, multiple times in fact, but turned it down in fear of ruining it. On a panel for The Hollywood Reporter, Rock said, "Sometimes you can respect something so much you don't even want to be a part of it. Years ago, when I had my own show on HBO, it was at the height of The Sopranos, and I got a couple of offers to be on The Sopranos, and I was like, I like it too much. I don't want to spoil it." Interesting. Unfortunately, Rock didn't elaborate on the offers he was given, the roles he was asked to play, but it is a bizarre thought for someone like Chris Rock to be in a mob show alongside someone like James Gandolfini. I wonder who he'd have played. There is a few black characters in the series, like Massive Genius, the cop who stops Tony and Carmela on their drive, and that rapper who Bobby shoots in the ass. Nobody of too much prominence though. I don't think it'd be anyone in the first season because Rock said he was already a fan of the show. I guess it could have been a new character, or one whose skin colour wasn't relevant and maybe ended up being played by a white guy. It surely has to be a character who was more than a cameo, otherwise why would Rock be afraid of ruining it? Who knows? It seems like it would have been a crazy thing, and I'm sure fans are probably glad that Rock did turn down the role, for the same reasons that Rock turned it down. That being said, even if Chris Rock was in The Sopranos, that doesn't mean he would ruin it. I mean, musician Steve Van Zandt has one of the biggest roles in the show as Silvio, someone who wasn't exactly known for his acting. It might have actually been a comedic role they wanted him for, maybe a guy who performs stand-up in Adriana's Club or something. But that notwithstanding, The Sopranos contains a large collection of actors who haven't really done much of note outside of the series, or actors whose performances in the show are way better than things they've done outside of it. So as weird as it would be to have Chris Rock in the show, I'm sure with guys like Sopranos creator David Chase supervising things, the showrunners could make it work. For more videos on The Sopranos, consider subscribing to the channel, and thanks for watching.